Anyway. You're just gonna walk in here and be quiet, huh?
Very quiet.
Just because you're a mannequin, that's not how that works.
Says you.
Uh-huh.
Now, if we don't make a sound and stay absolutely silent, they cannot detect us.
Mannequins are not T-Rexes.
Everyone's,
What?
Hearing is based off emotions. As long as we stay still, they can't hear us.
Just call me a cripple?
No, I said that your hearing is based off emotion.
Uh-huh. Is that the exact words you want to go with tonight?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Rip, pull this dick out and put it on your forehead. Got him. Ah.
Shut up, Letty.
He got us.
Uh-huh. He's got time to hang around and watch me play Bayonetta 2. He's got time to actually be in here. Bitch. Still waiting on Monty anyway. Oh.
A good day to you all.
All gangs here.
Hey.
Ja.
Well, do you all remember what happened last time?
We fought a bird lady. And
Bird lady?
Some giants. Some rat men.
I feel like it's more of a plague doctor kind of thing, but close enough.
It has beak.
Yeah, bird lady.
Had long tongue.
Had long tongue. Okay. So,
I think it was a
Political
crab.
figure was
But
Pretty
not
sure it's a
anymore. We
crab.
fixed that.
We cured her.
Yeah, she's no longer sick.
There's also a lot of dead bodies. And now we
Mhm.
stink.
Couple of those are political figures and Doldier.
I don't know where you're getting political figures from.
Remember, I kept rolling ones, and you said JFK was assassinated.
Yeah, not in my game.
3 different times.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
thinking we deal in political intrigue in here.
Oh, we also killed a lot of, well, I guess re-killed a lot of very big men who were being controlled by flesh things.
Couple rat boys.
Horrible abomination looking things. And now I think we go into the forest or we go report back. I don't remember what we do.
So we have to go back to the barn of the lady or whatever that we checked.
I mean, we should at least inform somebody.
Yeah, it's probably smart.
Although we could leave. But
Well, where we get? I think she gave us. I don't know if she gave us the full payment right up front or not. Wasn't the lady at the bar? I think her name was like Violet or something like that.
I will say, no matter what, I need to rest.
Yeah.
Kazu's not doing too hot.
Yeah, that's normal.
Actually, true.
yeah, your hair looks pretty terrible, so
Now I got
Take it back.
It got fixed.
Take it back now.
It was only
well
a
yeah,
day thing.
that's why it looks bad, Just
He needs Fabio hair.
Turning down absolute. Absolute hair. Unbelievable. All right.
well, if we want to rest here, I don't mind.
Bodies. I mean,
The immediate threat is gone, but I don't think it is a good idea to rest in such a wretched place.
I mean, I'm sure we're like the alphas of this place now that we took her out. Sure they wouldn't want to mess with us.
I know it might sound a little bit weird, but I just don't really want to be surrounded by dead bodies whilst I tries to rest.
As much as we might be safe here, the very idea of resting in such a desecrated place chills me to the bone. Let us
All
at
right.
least head back to the sewers.
Although I will say sleeping around leaving bodies is sometimes more dangerous, but it
Mm,
is unsettling.
We might run into more of those giant men out there, so maybe a rest here would be beneficial.
Yeah, we could barricade the door even. DM, is there a door?
at the base of the stairs.
Nah, close enough.
I could post watch up at the stairs because I don't really sleep, so I can keep as a sentry while you guys rest. And then I guess Sakta and I could cast alarm just in case.
No, no. In case invisible boys come through.
Huh.
If any of these dead bodies start to rise up afterwards, it's going to be on you all.
I will carry that burden.
Right. Monty,
Yes.
give me a perception check.
Oh.
Before you leave, you find 13 vials of blood here.
Oh. Okay.
Remember if I did it last time or not too, but I wanted to see like what this statue was of.
The statue in front of you is a giant chair. You see what looks like a cloaked figure. You cannot see their face. It is covered by a hood made of stone, but their arms are held out like they're holding something.
But I know if it's like a depiction of some like religion or if it's just like a holy figure.
Mm.
I mean, we're in a church, so I'm assuming there's some, you know, symbology of whatever religion was in this church before.
It is not tied to a religion. It is tied to something they had at some point worshipped.
Would I know like or could I make a check for like religion to see if it would be like a pack thing, like how I saw with rocks like knives and the amulet, or not the amulet, the gauntlet thing with rings.
Give me a religion check.
Sure. Oh, not that skill. 15.
All right, hang on. Let us see if Bob will cooperate today. Nope, we're gonna find out. Oh, good, dude. Can't yell at me if Right. You find that it is. You're not entirely sure which patron it is, but at some point it was worshipped as. You see etched at the bottom of the statue, it says. Let's pull up this giant ass fucking list. Nope. Sanity. justice.
That sounds like a nice guy.
It is inscribed at the bottom of the statue's base. You also notice there are several bodies hung from the hands, as told by the many of bodies that are around the area.
Um, and I know this is more of like a deitic figure, not like a pack figure. Or do I not know?
There are no deities on Dolor. At least not ones that are depicted.
Okay.
Can I look for hidden inscriptions or like mechanisms on it?
The only you can give it an investigation check if you want.
I'll assist, I guess. Give you guidance.
Oh, good. Whopping 13.
There are. It just looks like a normal statue embedded in the back of the round part dome of the church.
All right.
You can see that is in fact the only way to get up to the statue is you'd have to climb on top of like the floor holding it up, so it's not like it's readily accessible by everybody. So, what do you just decide to do? You have found 13 vials of blood. You have found a statue of a patron saint. And it is currently very dark outside. And you've been told several times that traveling outside on the road during the dark is a bad thing.
Well, seeing that you're essentially forced to rest in this place, Nigel will just walk around the perimeter of wherever we are setting up camp and sprinkle some holy water, just like on the ground in the corpse piles, trying to more or less as a placebo effect to make himself feel better, I suppose.
Okay.
-1 holy water for RP.
Trying to remember. We didn't identify the order staff that we got, right?
You know.
Are we able to identify the weapon she had?
Yeah, I think we both have it. Both Rook and I now, because Rook, I think, taught it to me.
You need to rest to use it, or can you use it now to try to find out?
Either Rook or I could take a look at it.
I don't know who picked it up, so.
I don't know either. I don't think I did.
I don't think we said who picked it up.
It's
You did
just on
not.
the ground there, just in the whatever's left of the body, if there is anything left.
Outside of a shoot up pile of corpse, nope.
wouldn't attempt to touch it if you are able to. At least until we identify it.
Quarterstaff? Or the body?
The quarterstaff.
Okay. Making sure. Alright.
You do have to touch something while identifying it. Just
Yeah,
for
but my guy wouldn't know. So that's why I said if you can avoid it.
Alright. You confirm that you picked it up.
Say the word.
Lane,
Confirm.
You want me to pick it up?
I guess. Do you need
Yes.
me to hold it? I mean, do you need me to hold it?
you know what? I'll just grab it. This is taking some time.
Lane is not willing to touch a lot of the things here.
Wow.
As I go to grab it, I'm gonna look at Rook. Say, if you haven't cast alarm, maybe
Yeah, okay.
be useful.
I will go do that down here.
I'll let you know what we find out. And
Okay.
I'll start casting Identify as well.
If you turn into a bird person, I'm willing to put you down.
It wasn't a bird person. What is the matter with you?
It was a crab.
It was obviously a crab.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Those deadliest of crabs.
I mean, I think it was a crab, so.
Alright. No. This didn't make it. When you put your hand on it, it's sticky.
Oh.
You see, when you put your hand on it, you try and grab that. You try and put your, palm it. You find when you pull your hands away, you see sticky, very malleable webs.
I'd like to cast Prestidigitation on it before I start casting. Does it do anything?
Nope.
Oh. That's sad. Okay. Well, I still cast Identify.
Alright. As you cast Identify, you find that the item is a quarterstaff called the Spider Silk. You can see its entirety is based up of several chunks of what looks like a fine wood spouted here and there between it. You can find at several, it is in on both the north and south end of the pole. You can see that it is split. So you have the middle part of the pole, then what looks like several, almost like a balled up tennis ball of thick spider web, and then the top part of the top and bottom part of the pole.
Do I learn of any magic?
He has 4 or 5.
4.
you are able to extend it. You're not sure exactly how. However, it is atonement. But you get the general idea. You get the general gist that this is more than a quarterstaff.
Yeah, it seems to have segments that do stuff.
So it's
Okay.
a half staff.
It's a 3/4 staff. Well, it's not as interesting that I've. So it's not the most interesting thing, well, that I can see so far, but it seems to be magical and has some way to extend itself. Anybody use a quarterstaff?
Yeah, I can hit people with a stick.
Well, I guess you can have it. It's very sticky. Um, yes.
Wait, why is it sticky? What should you do to it?
I think it is made this way. I do not know. Some spiders have made a home in it or something. I hand you the staff.
Looks at the white sticky globs of spider web.
I will point out that it is. It may have chunks of wood in it, but it is primarily spiderweb.
Gingerly takes it, trying to hold only the wooden parts. Yeah, alright. This could probably be used to hit something a little bit. I'll give it a once over some time right here. Sees what all we can do.
Okay.
Gonna say take some time and do the resting stuff, and also look over the staff, attuning to it.
Alright.
Is there like airflow in this church, or is it kind of just like stagnant air at this point?
Well, there's airflow in it. Like there are spots in like the stained glass where the air is going in. It's just not like good airflow, to put it in the best way.
I'm gonna cast prestidigitation on the closest stinking corpse piles near us,
All right.
just to make it more breathable in here.
Your thoughts on burning the bodies?
At least not whilst we're inside the church.
Fair enough.
Unless you want to smell a lot of barbecue for a bit.
Ribs.
Ribs, thighs.
Lane just shrugs. He doesn't really care.
And the glass isn't like broken all the way, is it?
No, so like there are several points in the stained glass where it looks like it's still pretty much intact. You can see a lot of it is, or a lot of the stained glasses in here are kind of smudged over with what can best be described with what seems like ashes or some type of mud or blood. Maybe fecal matter. You're not entirely sure. But there are portions of the stained glass that are broken where you can see kind of out towards the sky, or you can see like the tops of the houses, as well as the mountaintop.
We resting, man.
Yeah.
I am gonna cast alarm on the front door, the very bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
So we know that if something or somebody walks through, I will get I think it's a mental ping. Yeah.
Mental ping. Is that just a migraine?
The Discord notification.
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh god, it pains me not. I have to do everything in my power not to name this hot stuff coming through. Okay.
Where did we find the vials?
They were at the base of the statue. There was basically what looks like a miniature like lab and beaker set. So you could see like various liquids boiling on open flames. Various uh, ingredients were kind of piled in small bowls. You'd see like soot and dust and other materials were kind of scattered about by like they maybe like tipped it over or on accident or something. You found the vials in basically a old style doctor's um, leather briefcase where like you open the front and it's got like several layers on it. But there are 13 vials in the bag.
And you said there's an alchemy
Yeah.
station like right here.
It,
I have a alchemy tool proficiency. Can I like identify these?
well, do you look at the vials?
I'm I mean, I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Starting from the top of it. So, like from the left to right, from the top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
The first one says Ocean's Gift. Second one says Skin. Third one says Appendages. The fourth says Nature. The fifth says Hide, Hide.
Mm-hmm.
The sixth says Bite. The seventh says Swamp. The eighth says Lily, Lily. The ninth just says Blood on like the little like tape mark on it. The 10th says Legs. 11th says Tail. 12 says Abomination. And the 13th says, or no, just 12.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Is there a notebook around?
Give me a investigation.
I'm really good at these. Last
Make
one went
one
really
too.
well.
You know, every time someone says they're good at these, they fail
Can I make one too? I'll go.
Failed
them.
last time.
El
I'm,
Sakta.
I'm good at these. One.
I'll go look on her body too and see if we missed anything. If I can make a investigation check as well.
Yep. Good. See? Good at these.
Good at these.
All right. With a 14. You find a not a leather bound book, but it looks like a hastily put together form of notes. You can see several instances where uh, it points out various uses of blood. You see where the plague doctor in question seemed like they were testing various effects that blood may have on a person.
That's cool. That's useful.
You can see several notes where, like on the first couple of pages, it says, well, it's shown that blood had cured wounds when it was injected into the patient, but later on the patient seemed to develop an aggressive, uh, or got more aggressive over time. You can see, as you keep reading through it, you can see several instances where blood was introduced to people either as a healing factor or a uh, more or less just testing to see what happens to their anatomy. As for lanes, as you search the body, you really don't see anything except you see like as you peel away the cloth on her body, you can see from she's laying down her left collarbone to her shoulder, and like the from her left collarbone to the top of her breast to under her shoulder, the entire collarbone to the shoulder and the arm down is a gigantic like appendage. You can see that it elongates past her knee. You can see the hand is almost like it's stretched out. On the entire hand is stretched out, so like the palm and the top are like the size of your head. The fingers go out about 2 inches, 2-3 inches, with sharp claws, and the entire arm is, you can see like bulging veins. There's patches of like fur here and there. You can see where like the arm looks muscly and emancipated, like the skin's all the way down to the bones, but it looks like it's toned muscle.
Sort of just shakes his head and informs what he kind of saw to Rook in the group.
Well, that is interesting.
You're muted, Monty.
Yep. Do you guys think that she may be testing on herself with these vials here?
It's very possible.
Yeah, it seems to. It seems that she was an experimenter of some sort, or found these notes. But
I knows I shouldn't have to says it, but don't try to drink any of those, yeah?
Might just be being in contact with him in general.
You know, that's pretty smart too. Yes, don't do that either.
sometimes science requires leaps.
There's one called Ocean's Gift. Sakta, do you wanna drink it?
You did.
I'm already kind
about
of from the
big red,
ocean.
right?
If it turns you into a crab, we wouldn't tell much from me drinking it.
I mean, does anyone want to try to? It's up to you.
Maybe someone else should try. Maybe they'll become a crab like me.
Become a crab like me.
There's one that says blood. I don't have blood, so what could go wrong?
A lot.
That's a great idea.
Suddenly,
I think
having
you should
blood
drink
is
it.
probably not a good thing for you.
I would advise against indulging in this occultic behavior.
I mean, it's all really coming down to, do we want to look like that? And he's gonna point to the crab plague doctor lady.
Oh, I don't know. Do you want to look like a deformed abomination?
Hey, outside of her arm, she is a beautiful young lady.
It could be useful. She swung her arm real good.
Yeah, she was always real hungry.
Oh, I could gather a lot of food in that one big arm.
If a strong arm is all you need, all it takes for you to discover your humanity, I have nothing else to say.
Oh, as you can tell, I'm already not human. But to, for a serious answer, I'm more curious than anything.
You can also take one at random if you're feeling extraordinarily lucky.
You also have identify.
And
I
identifying the vials.
I
giving away
Identify
information.
will not work on these. They're not magic.
Oh. Well, regardless, it wouldn't tell us any curses they have. So
You guys thought the comb that shampooed and washed your hair was a curse. I don't want to hear shit about cursed items.
It's a cursed item. The Kazoo.
No, not again.
Not my beautiful hair. My beautiful messy hair. He cultivates his grease, alright? He needs to keep
Ugh.
it. He needs to keep it in shape.
It's like armpit grease or something.
He's a goblin. It's fine.
Also true.
Can I take out Cinderella and try to talk with Markwell?
If you want.
Okay, well,
He doesn't know, remember? Just I know. I haven't said shit.
yeah.
I look at you with like a raised eyebrow, but I don't say anything still.
It is in fact your downtime at this time, as you are more or less doing light activities.
I'm gonna take last watch, I guess. I'm
Okay.
just gonna start resting.
I will sit by the door and look down the stairs. for any intruders.
Bring at least one of us with you.
I have Skag.
Fair enough. He's not gonna protest much more than that.
Okay, now that I'm away from everybody,
Okay.
gonna pull out Cinderella,
All right.
and I'm gonna be like, Markwell, are you there?
Don't make me play the Frozen song. You get roughly about minute and a half as you sit there staring at the sword. And you get a grumbled voice asking yes.
Are you up for answering any questions?
Kind of questions.
I guess I would ask him if he knows anything about this chapel and its patron saint. See if he knows anything.
He does not know about the chapel or the patron.
And then I would ask him if he knows anything about these blood vials and what would happen if we were to use them.
I'm actually pretty sure that none of these would work on you.
On me? As a Warforge? Or.
I think because you're a Warforged, yes.
Oh. What would happen if I gave them to Skag or my party?
Skag has blood. 11 of them will work on Skadak. This is not in game. This is out.
Yeah, okay.
He doesn't know anything about the blood. He's just humoring you with I don't know and yeses and nos for various forms of the questions you're probably going to ask.
Okay, and then I would ask one more question before I post up for the night. I
Mhm.
would probably ask something along the lines of, it seems that Doldir is more of a patron-based region. What are, to get to know you a little bit more, what are more of your goals and ideals? Maybe you and I can help each other out.
He seeks food.
Oh.
However, it is a particular kind of food.
Does he care to explain? Or go further? Like, what type of food?
What best way to describe this? Malice.
Okay.
Also, Keizu, while you are resting, I posted it in items what it does.
Working on a macro right now. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We're dealing with a evil patron, I see. Okay.
No, he's just hungry for a certain type of emotion.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, that works.
Okay. Brooke is gonna ponder this and post up for the night.
So did somebody grab the blood, or is it like just on the table?
If no one grabbed anything, it's still in the suitcase, just kind of, or it's still in the case, just kind of sitting there on the ledge.
I'm just gonna grab the blood real quick and just take it into a corner, you know.
Okay.
Don't mind me, guys. Definitely not about to try licking some of the blood.
I suggest abomination.
Well,
Do all the blood vials look exactly the same?
Yep.
Is there any distinguishing?
You cannot tell a damn thing about them. They all look the same outside of the label that seems like a piece of like scotch tape with like the name written on it, or what would be the equivalent of tape.
I'm just gonna like sneakily try some of the blood. Not inject it, but ingest it a little bit.
There is no injection. You swallow it, or that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna like swallow a couple drops, you know. Not a whole vial, just like maybe like a fifth.
You can breathe underwater, right?
Let me see, because I
Swim.
actually lost some things when because I'm part tiefling. Let me double check. I think I might not. Yeah, I don't think I can breathe in water.
Okay.
I lost that when I gained my more demon heritage.
Which file are you going to take, or do you want to roll for it?
Let's roll for it.
You
You
want
know.
to, you want to roll for it?
Yeah.
Roll 1d12.
Got a 7 on that.
Oh. This is gonna be fun. You pop the cork. It gives a somewhat bit of a foul smell. It is. It goes down smooth, at least. And as you take the swig or shot of the blood, you feel okay for a little bit. Where are your eyes at exactly?
That's a good question.
Like, do you have like the pop out eyes that crabs have, or do you have like the eyes in the shells?
It's more like in the shell. Um, it's like kind of like right under the top of my head shell thing, in the sides. Not like directly on the outside, but like I don't know how to explain it well, but they're part of my head shell, basically.
Okay. You so you know how in movies and various forms of media when you see like a bug's point of view and it's uh gridded.
Yeah, yeah.
You start feeling fine for a little bit, and then you start to see that.
Like over my normal vision, or like
No, that is your vision.
okay,
The entire area starts to look gridded, almost like it is tiled.
so is it like it's the same field of view, but now there's like lines
Mm-hmm.
across? Okay, that's cool. Kind of. It's kind of annoying, but
For now, that is all. For now, that's all you see.
okay, okay, I could get used to this. Maybe. Possibly.
What do you do?
Um, I try to figure out if this vision's aside from the griddedness, any better or worse than my normal vision.
No, you still see 2020.
Can I read stuff fine? Like
When you open a book, yeah, you can read extraordinarily fine.
that's fine.
Everything just looks multiple.
Hmm.
But to your brain, it seems normal.
Oh.
No one's gonna be able to tell where the fuck you're looking now.
Hmm. Okay, I mean, yeah, that's fine. Uh, I have a dumb idea. I'm gonna like stab myself, like try try to sneakily like stab myself with my dagger and fill the vial back up and then cork it again.
Jesus.
Okay.
Don't mind me. Just should I roll like a stealth or like a sleight of hand?
Well, if they can't see it, 'cause you have your back turned. It doesn't really matter.
I'm asleep. I don't know
Okay.
about I think Rook's the only other person that would have possibly seen you, and he's on the other end of the room.
His sentinel eyes are turned on.
Okay. Then I do that. Fill it up.
All right.
Might need to drink more of these. That wasn't too useful. I'll go to sleep after that.
Okay. Anybody else?
During my watch, I just go around and try to fix the windows as much as I can, or try to figure out a way to open them to make more airflow. And is the whole building stone, or is it like the roof is wood?
The entire building is stone. The rooftop is wood.
Okay.
So if you're trying to make holes in like the stained glass, that's all you have to do is smash a couple windows.
No, I'm not making holes in the stained glass. I'm actually trying to fix most of it if I can with mending. Whatever I see that could be mended, I'll just kind of go up to it and start mending parts of the building.
All right.
And I guess I'll try to take down the bodies that are hanging from the statue. Do they look like they're meant to be there, or was it just like something that the crazy lady put up on the statue?
Draining them.
Just draining them of their blood?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take them down and throw them in like one of the piles, along with the lady.
Okay. Do you do anything else?
No, I'm waiting until we leave,
All right.
or at least they're about to ready to be leaving.
Your night goes by without a hitch. You guys switch positions for watch between you and Rook. And it becomes day again. And you all awake.
Yeah, all right. Good morning, all you lot. Now let's get the hell out of here, yeah?
Sounds good to me.
I'm having nightmares all over this place. Let's head out. I don't want to stay here anymore.
Well, before you do that, Sakta, what do you do?
Just wake up, start walking away normally, like
Nothing's
rest of these people.
wrong.
I have the blood with me.
Mm-hmm.
But a little bit of vision change. That's no issue.
Does anyone stare at Sakta at any point during this time?
I was about to ask, is it like noticeably different to us?
Yes.
Oh, well, I mean, my passive perception's pretty high. I don't know if that counts.
For anyone that looks at Sakta at any point in the morning,
Yeah, I mean, when we're saying good morning, probably.
you notice one, Sakta's eyes are black, pure black, speckled with what looks like stars on the sides or around the rim. The rim of his eyes are almost silver, showing an endless void of his eyes.
Is that some form of demon crab puberty?
Lane just frowns a bit, but he doesn't know what the hell that's all about. So he's gonna continue doing what he's about to do.
Does anybody make full eye contact with him?
Well,
Skag would.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Would Skag actually look at him?
Oh yeah.
and also as much as this should be a bad idea, Daichuk will probably squint at
Lane
Like the
always
new eyes
stares
of
people
Sakta
in the eyes.
and look at him
For anyone
intensely.
that looks at Sadek's eyes, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Sure.
Now that's fun.
Oh god.
Oh. Okay, it's one.
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing happens to Dietrich or Lane. Skag, for some odd reason, can't seem to tell directions.
Well, that's a cool power.
Do I like feel anything weird or something? Or is
Mm-mm.
it just like I look at the eyes look different, that's all?
Mm-hmm. The eyes look way different than they used to be. They you don't feel anything strange. However, you guys all watch as Skag just kind of like every time he tries to walk forward, you can see him kind of turn left and right. He has no idea where he's going, what he's doing. And he seems in a daze.
I think something's wrong with your animal.
Are you sure they're getting enough sleep? I know you don't need it. They might.
I
Can I do
mean,
a
we
medicine
stay.
check?
Medicine check? Oh,
Can I? To see
Yeah.
like what's wrong with them?
Mm-hmm.
14.
The 14. Skag is under the effect of the confusion spell.
Oh.
The actual just spell?
Mm-hmm.
He's been affected by a spell. Confusion by the looks of it.
Maybe he encountered a trap that we didn't see.
When I looked at him in the morning, would I have actually like felt a spell effect going off looking in his eyes or no?
2.
You said no.
If you were just look at him, no.
Okay. Possible, I suppose. You didn't give him any of the blood, did you?
No. Unless he somehow drank some while I was sleeping, but I think I would have woken up.
I was more asking Rook, but okay.
Oh.
I mean, he could have snuck off. He does that, but let's double check the vials and see if anything's missing.
Oh, I have them, so take a look.
And they're all full, right?
Mm-hmm. All of them look full.
Yep.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay, wait. But Lane and Diedrich made eye contact, right? So they see his eyes are different.
Mm-hmm. You can see his eyes are in fact different.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
you guys know his eyes are different.
Zach, are you aware that your eyes are odd today?
Oh yeah? I mean, I can't quite see my eyes, but it's normal for demon crab people to change.
I'm gonna bust out my hand mirror. I have one.
Just like that
Okay.
raised eyebrow.
And I'm gonna put it in front of Sakta's face. Reflecting towards him, right? Like
Trying to catch me
so
in my
he
own
can see what
spell.
Well, no.
I don't know.
You get to see your own eyes now.
Yeah.
Huh. To be fully honest, I don't know of any other crab demon people. So it could be normal. I don't know.
Feel any different?
No, I, nothing has changed.
Can I make an
I don't
insight
laugh
check
though.
on that?
I don't laugh. So, nothing's different.
Let's hope it stays that way.
I just shrug.
I was hoping Lane would roll this one because it would make staring at the mannequin even fucking better.
I mean, I'm willing to do an insight check on this whole thing because I don't. Lane doesn't really trust anybody.
Okay.
Even though like
Insight.
we've been adventuring for a few days now, he still doesn't trust anybody.
If your character would do it in character, that's on you.
Okay, listen, I don't think Dietrich trusts anyone here, but he is too dumb to actually do it inside. He just assumes that everyone is lying.
Oh, you better roll the highest deception you can.
Nice.
7.
I guess just the fact that like I know he's hiding something.
You're
Right?
just not sure what.
Yeah. I mean, his eyes changed. Could have been the staff. Who knows?
Oh, you also notice long whatever your dominant hand is. Keizu, there is now a silk bracelet,
Right side.
and the staff is gone.
Oh, that's cool. You can will your staff into being. I mean, I trust the staff because our crab guy said nothing wrong with it. But now I'm not so sure.
Yeah, you could trust the crab guy.
No, I meant last night I trusted that the staff didn't do anything, but the crab guy lied to me in the morning, so who knows now?
It's all cursed, all of it.
Must be some form of demon crab puberty or something.
They
I'll
grew up
guess
so
I'll.
fast.
I know. He's a proud wizard. I'm proud of him.
Thank you.
I guess
I,
I'll just have to carry Skag.
Oh, have him roll a wisdom save again.
Oh, okay.
It's like every 6 seconds you gotta roll.
Oh no, it's like a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh god damn it.
Even worse.
That's even worse. He's still fucking confused. You can see him every now and then. You see him like try and bite at the things that aren't there.
If I'm being honest, he looks a little bit drunk. So you know what you have to do. You just gotta sober him up with a punch.
Jesus.
But I can't hit my boy.
Can I make a medical check to see if that would work?
No.
Sure, Keizu could hit him for you.
Going
then I
purely
just-
off of Yakuza 0, fixing drunk people.
Okay, well, I may plan to burn these body stacks if we're ready to leave.
You sure you don't want to tell the people that we found a bunch of bodies that might belong to people that is missing?
Could do that also. Though I don't know how things work here. We do know that they tend to eat whatever.
I says we tells them and let them handles it. I don't think that he's gonna be raising up in here.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we don't have to burn them. That's not our job.
Whenever we get up to here, are we still overlooking things now?
Mm-hmm.
Not spotting anything?
You see, most of the area in the mid morning is covered in thin layer of fog, so you can see kind of like trailing along the ground. You can see it passing through the graves. You can see the side of where you found the residents at still has that like smog type look to it.
Oh wait, we gotta we gotta climb the gate.
Gives grappling hook and rope to Dietrich again.
And I'll happily try to throw it up. What check do I make again?
In athletics.
No, this isn't really a good thing, but I'm gonna say I'm pretty good at that.
You know, you guys keep saying you're pretty good at these things, but
Don't jinx yourself.
fucking, you're like one roll away from falling to your death.
Yeah,
I'm pretty good at these. I'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
All right. You
I thought we're on this side of the gate. Do I see any like lever or anything that move the actual
Mhm.
gate?
But do you really want to open a gate and allow for these things to wander?
No, I was just wondering
Nah.
what side of the gate the
There-
lever was on.
There is a switch there to open it. It looks very rusty and everything. It's just up to you whether or not you want to let these things roam.
No, I was just wondering what side
Not really.
the lever was on. I'm just wondering why it's on the other side of the gate.
Yeah, I'm trying to climb over that with a grappling hook.
Okay. You throw it over, it latches on, and the rope seems taut.
And I climb. Do I just like do that, or do I need to make some other check?
No, the
Yeah.
rope takes away 5 or 10, and all you gotta do is take 10, which, there you go.
That.
Goes ahead.
I'm gonna try to climb over. Do we need?
Nah.
Rope's there?
Unlatches. Throws it down with me. Repacks.
Okay.
Down we goes.
All right.
Are we just planning on going back to the bar, or are we going to leave town?
I think we're heading to the bar. Is it the city bar, not the sewer bar, right?
Yeah, the Violet's bar. We actually got the job from to do this.
Yeah, like the one with the familiars or something.
Yeah.
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 All right. You make your way through the sewers. You go up the required ladders, or you go up through the actual stairs and gates, and you make your way back here. And we delete your doppelgangers over here.
Who was that man?
At least we don't have to kill him now.
And then we, no. And you make your way back to the bar. Mid-morning, as you guys make your way back in the bar, you can see it is bustling and hustling. There are many a people in here. You can see the familiars themselves are carrying around trays and serving up platters of food here and there. You see the bar being filled to the brim with just about everything they can, from hunters to the town people.
Just as a side note, too, I would have probably not requested, but asked the group if we were gonna take at least a bath or something in the downstairs inn where we already had stuff set up, so we don't come in here all vomit and like body juices on.
Do you guys actually shower?
Yeah, I mean I would have.
Can make your clothes smell nice at least.
I don't think Cage is going to take a shower, but
Nah.
I mean I would have shown up late if you guys would have just kept going, but I was gonna at least rinse off.
Casey would have waited for you.
Yeah, I guess we could have all cleaned up, be presentable.
all right. You shower. You smell like cinnamon. You make your way back to the bar.
What's her name again? I don't remember her name.
Violet, I think.
Violet.
Violet? Okay. Miss Violet, we have returned from the chapel.
Have you now? And what is the word?
Wouldn't you believe it, but there was a plague doctor of some sorts in the chapel, causing a commotion.
Did she say her name was again? I know mid-fight we asked her, and she told us like what her name was.
Of course, I didn't have the notes down.
I know, I didn't write that one down.
Yeah, I didn't write it down.
Alma.
Alba.
Alma. A-L-M-A.
Oh, Alma. Some lady named Alma.
I don't know anyone by that name, but I'm sure one of the hunters would know. Maybe the gods. What all did you find there?
Well, we went around and checked on everybody's households. They seems all right. There was some screaming, but that didn't seem out of the norm. And then we just ran into the animal person. She wasn't very nice. She was real hungry. Oh yeah, and there was a lot of bodies in that cathedral.
Bodies, you say? A lot of them.
Piles of them, indeed. In fact,
Hmm. Were any of them alive?
Mostly eaten.
I see. Very well. I will have the hunters and the townspeople that can make it over there survey the area.
we also cleared some giant monstrosities along the way. That counts as well. That helps.
These was some big uns. Then they's had a lot of little, well, I just don't really know how to describe them. They was real gross.
Seems like an infestation of some sort.
Some giant rat men with some sort of either parasite or something living within them.
Well, as long as you put them down and took care of them, it's quite good.
They should still be sitting right outside the main gate by the graveyard.
Well, you have done your part of the bargain. Here's the other half of the money. You are handed 700 gold pieces.
Per person or for the whole group?
Whole group.
So 140 each. Right? Is there 5 of us? I'm not crazy.
There's 5 of you.
Yeah, okay. I mean 6 if you're counting Skag.
Skag's not a person.
Okay.
Yet.
I am purposely going to keep him 4 for the rest of the game while everyone else levels up just for that.
He's gonna talk one day.
He's gonna talk all day.
I completely forget because it's such a long time ago now. What was the main reason for coming here specifically? Was it just like a rest stop while we kept going west?
Mhm.
Uh,
This was to get the bigger jobs.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was Ophelia was the one that ran the last town, and she said if we wanted bigger paying jobs, come here.
Wasn't that an even bigger town though? Further east?
So this is the one we were supposed to come to, I think, but when we went up the elevator, we were described to the east a castle in a lake, and then to the west was a giant city.
We were going east though because of what the fish told us. There was things happening over there.
What are my notes about crabs? I have a textbook to the east. I even wrote down Skag's brother, maybe, question mark. Or not Skag, Sakta's.
Wow. That is. Oof.
This is like episode 2 notes, okay? 2 or
Mild
3.
racism against the
Right?
party member.
Right? Well, it had to be his brother was another crab person.
I mean, to be fair, Lane was being racist too, just assuming he could talk to the fish people.
It's true.
Actually, I think somebody made a comment about that. And I wrote it down.
Not all crab people look the same, Rook. God.
So now that we got that done, is there anything else on the docket?
Well, most of our issues rarely spring up on a lot of things, but seems you're taking care of the large one. Unfortunately, we don't get a lot of things happening outside of occasional disappearance or a how we say larger target seems to pop up.
So what you're saying is we just need to go into the forest ourselves and find our own trouble.
Well, I advise not going into the forest, but you know.
Do you have any work that would point us eastward? Or
Hmm.
starting to head that direction?
Well, we did get a call for let's see here. Hmm. So you're like flipping through like several pieces of paper. He goes, spelunking into houses several meters under the water.
Sounds fun, though it'd be hard to breathe for most of us.
Well, you'll understand the job once you see the environment.
Not very deep then.
Looks like that's where we's going.
We have at least one person who might be able to do it.
Raises his hand. Actually, this guy can breathe too.
I think we're willing to take that work. If
All
it's
right.
offered.
Well, we haven't got anyone called for it as I don't want to leave the mountain. But you simply just must make it to the capital.
Do you have a contact there for the job that we should introduce ourselves to?
I do, but unfortunately, finding him may be hard. Or I should say, not hard, but depends on where he will be at the time of day.
Who is he and what does he do?
He's a fisher.
We can ask around the docks then. Do you know his name?
He goes by the name Mr. Led. Led.
An apt name for a fisher. What's he offering for the job?
Room, board, and whatever you can find, as long as you clear out the monsters. So,
Rewards whatever's in the house, and the job's to clear the monsters out.
more or less, some things they may require for you to find down there to do personal requests, but regardless, your best bet would you might find neat things down there. It's been some time.
Sounds interesting enough to me.
Neat.
I'm going to point out the face of your party is the man that has no face.
Good man.
Good or face has a poker face.
It's a poker face. I don't know what this man is talking about.
No one's gonna read my expression.
They'll never know what I'm thinking. You're the guy in the corner in the party picture.
I'll tell people straight to their face what I think, so it doesn't
But
really matter.
but outside of that, your best bet would be going to him. Outside of that, you may find other miscellaneous work as docks need repaired. Let's see here. Reshingle a roof so people don't fall in. Underwater exploration. Let's see. Dive underwater and de-algae a statue of a hero.
Interesting.
Oddly enough, that one pays the most.
Janitorial work is important.
But that seems to be most of the jobs. Most rudimentary, others just exploration.
Very well. Is there a place similar to this one in the capital that we should be looking for?
Say that again.
What did you say? Did I cut out or?
Say it again. Someone say my question.
Is there a similar place where we're going that we should be looking for information on missions and things that need to be done?
Oh, you'll find what you need when you get there.
Fair enough. Looks at the party after that and shrugs.
Well, I was just gonna go tell the gods about piles of bodies inside the cathedral. Takes a step out.
Thank you for the information.
Yes, be well.
Now you.
Is your party always drunk?
It's kind of rude.
All right.
Say I was drunk, but
Yes. You just randomly shout,
Kind of
"No,
rude.
you!"
Be safe.
Few words.
Apparently.
Yeah, at least we're not as weird as some people here.
and with the space eyes.
Yeah. Pot calling the kettle black.
Oh, I have a question. Can I ask her a question?
Yeah, good.
I'm just curious. In Doldir, since we're new, I was wondering if there are any creatures like, and he's gonna point to Skag. They're called dragons. Are there any dragons in Doldir?
I can't say there are. Not even the watches seem to pertain to them.
Interesting.
Don't you find anything?
Cool. Okay. Well, thank you.
Yes. Can I help you?
Yeah, inside the cathedral up there's a bunch of bodies.
Do you say bodies?
Yeah,
Files.
piles of them.
Can you elaborate?
many bones in a pile.
They's dead. And they stink.
Did you kill them?
Mute named Alma was running tests on people's blood and eating them.
Oh, is there anything else up there that we should know about that you did and blamed it on somebody else?
We left most of the bodies there so you could investigate, but along the way, no other troubles coming back to town.
Very well, we will send a small dispatchment up there to take care of it. Thank you for your patronage.
There should be 3 giant rat men outside the gate by the graveyard, and then all the bodies in Alma will be towards the altar room.
They look at each other, kind of shrug, go, "You've been here for 2 days and you've caused more ruckus than the drunks in the city."
Thank you.
We're professionals.
I think you mean fix the problems.
Yeah, I
No,
think
they meant what
Alma
they meant.
Alma left a lot more dead bodies than we did.
Yes, well, thank you for the patronage. We will send up guards and a cleanup crew to figure out who and what they were at some point. Anything else?
That should be it. Violet just told us to inform you about it.
How do my eyes look to you?
They both look at you. Go. Are you sure you didn't kill the people?
Pretty sure.
Uh-huh.
Not that insane.
It would be best if your group left.
Do I really look that bad? It's kind of rude.
Apparently, he's half devil, so
Why
maybe
is
feels hurt.
your friend's eyes like that?
You know, demon crab puberty.
We all look at him.
Uh-huh.
So rude.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of alchemist things inside the cathedral. I don't remember if we said that or not.
How much did you do in the span of a day?
A lot and not a lot.
We killed a leech monster in the sewers. We took out 3 giant rat men above the graveyard. And we killed a mutant alchemist in the church.
Oh yeah, we had dinner down in the sewers.
We cleanse the city to our best ability.
And we thank you for your patronage. You've done well.
And apparently I became ugly.
I found a sword that lets me talk to a patron.
Yes, you did. Pat him on the head.
So-
I hear voices.
So you know how like Stewie looks at Brian when Brian says some dumb shit and like tweaks his head and is like, why?
The slow turn.
Why would you say that?
This is a pack-based society. Sure, it's not out of the ordinary.
You
Who
see
knows?
you see both the guards look at each other and just look back at each other, look at him, look back at each other, look at him, and go, they need to get out of the city.
Oh yeah, I think we fixed a bunch of statues and some glass. Did y'all do that?
I fixed up most of what I could in the church along my way in and out, so I didn't clean it up at all.
I cleaned a
Well,
little bit.
well, that just makes our job easier, yes.
I hope it would.
Yeah, hold your breath. They're like really stinky. Like if your life is on the line, you'd still go and vomit because it's so gross.
We will take that advice into consideration. Yes, yes.
You guys are doing a great job, by the way.
Yeah, thank you for your patronage.
And aside from insulting citizens and their looks, you know.
Your eyes are weird.
Okay, from you, that's fair.
Many of our
Keep walking.
party members are in the journey of finding themselves. You have to excuse them.
Oh, really? So
Oh
they're
yes, I think the crab is having a puberty issue. Pretty sure the Warforged is in the process of finding its own consciousness. It is quite interesting to see.
oh. So your party is full of people who are like Curly over in House C, who believes a pumpkin is his god.
Visibly see the vein bulge on his whole head. All the way from here.
I actually didn't hear that quite clearly.
Someone believes a pumpkin is their god.
Hmm.
For all you know, it could be an
That's
evil pumpkin.
That's rather naive. But I suppose it can be excused, as long as they're not worshipping something evil. I haven't seen an evil pumpkin myself, so I would call that well-intentioned. Anyways, just gonna walk off.
Who's the pumpkin god? Jack-o'-lantern, the patron of tricks and candy.
Nope, it's just a pumpkin that the kids keep casting a spell so it doesn't rot away.
They create food and drink every day and
Mhm.
replace the pumpkin with still checks.
How turbulent are the winds right now?
Oh,
Do it.
a,
Come off the mountain.
a it is like there are a fair amount of winds to essentially paraglide if you were, but the problem would be is you have no guarantee you will land on a road.
07 for our boy Keizu who's about to get eaten by a mutant bird.
fucking Trogdor comes out of the fucking cloud base.
Fucking gliding around in the sky all happy, and then all of a sudden like a hawk comes up and just snatches him.
Would be fitting for a goblin.
Mm-hmm.
One day.
One day.
But I mean, you can try. I'm not gonna stop you.
Not this time.
All right. You guys gather into the elevator. You see the doors close, and you slowly begin your descent down the mountain again. Upon dropping down to the mountain, you guys begin to make your way east along the roads. You find various spots along the roads where there are other places that are safe to stay for the night. You find more. You find the deeper you go onto the island, you get further away from grass, from like grassy lands, and you find that most of the land is kind of like ankle deep in what could be described as oil almost, but it's mud. It's this goes on for as long as you go from here to the capital. The trails split off here and there to give you better footing. You can see various trees that have grown up out of the mud. You can see at the base of the trees that what looks like crystals or some type of crystal-like formation grows at the base of some of the trees. You can see buildings that have fallen apart or or at some point fell over or were overtaken by the land. You can see the to your north as you're going east, what looks like hills and a small form of what looks like river water going through the hills, but you can see a town built on top of the hills. You see thick forests to your north. You see the giant walls of the capital, slowly getting closer each day as you guys travel for about 4 to 5 days. And as you make it to the base of the capital walls, you also get a lift that takes you up to the top. As you can see, there are various guards out front. There is what looks like almost like a fort barricade out front, where you can see several guards are behind the large walls, and areas where you can see they have put up wooden spikes to block any passage should a monster come rampaging through. And as you make your way to the top of the large capital walls, you see wait, I need to grab you. Oh, that's perfect, actually. When you're loaded.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, yep.
Yep.
Got
Well,
it.
it's big.
You guys stand atop a large castle wall. You see down into its capital. You see buildings after buildings after buildings. It looks like Venice, where the water has risen so high that it is building on top of buildings. You can see all the houses are nothing but rooftops. Piers are built onto the houses, and a majority of the people that you can see live on houseboats that are modular. So you can see several areas that look like shops, inns, are all movable boats that people are living on. What do you do?
I can see why you said it would be hard to find lead here.
Mm-hmm.
When in doubt, you look for the bars.
Sure. I guess ask around and try to find out where a bar is.
All right.
A bunch of weary travelers looking for a tavern.
You actually have to start crossing these, by the way.
I mean, is there people on top of the roofs or no?
So a majority of the roofs are cleared. Most of the roofs have piers nailed into them or built into them, where a lot of the boats and a lot of the makeshift boat homes can anchor down for a set amount of time. But you notice that a lot of the places are not permanent. So the bait and shackle, or the bait and tackle shop, could very well be on this side of the map in the morning and then be on the other side by nightfall.
Like there's a current still going through here somewhere?
No, they don't actively stay because they do not want to be attacked by monsters that are in the water.
Oh. So what, the houses go out to sea at night and then they come back in during the day?
No, they only stay in certain places they know that are good during the night or the day.
Oh.
There also is no sea here. It is an enclosed capital full of water.
Cool.
But with monsters in the capital.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But I mean, like, is there people we could be like asking where the bar is
Yeah.
while we're walking up a roof?
This island continues to confuse me. Moving houses on top of water with monsters in it? What heresy is this?
Could be
Surprised
a
they didn't.
steady enough food source.
Maybe. It
Life.
seems like not a good place to live.
If you
I wouldn't
say
live anywhere where I am the food source.
if you say life finds a way, I swear to God.
So I was gonna say, like, don't you say it, Casey? Don't you say it?
Life finds a way.
Oh, God.
Where there's a way, life will find.
You are strangled by your own bracelet.
Assuming after asking around, we get pointed to this thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hup.
You guys make your way across several of the roofs onto a pier, where you see one of the larger boats are docked. Inside, you can see several people are sitting down at tables. You can see they're eating what looks like a mix of fish type food, various fruits that you can see seem to grow off the flora that has found its way up the houses from the water, and various ales brewed from several of the flora that is in part of the city.
Ale finds a way.
You can brew any of thing to be beer.
A thing that just I thought up too was for our rations. Do you want us to just take out rations for the 4 days of travel?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to eat during at some point during the day, or you will get a point of exhaustion.
Nice.
We're getting attacked by a bar.
Yeah. Though most of the houses you do know, they do have a roof to them and everything, so the bar does have a roof. It's just,
So a bar walks into an adventuring party.
the bar wins. Let's see here. Several people. Let's see here. Yeah, that'll do.
Tim again.
You guys pull up the bar. You see a man is dressed in what can be considered a more fishing like outfit. So he's wearing enough if he has to like dive in, he's fine. You see him at the bar. See him. What can I help you with, Mahala?
Was food, drink, and information.
Well, I can offer you two of those three things, but one of them comes with a price.
Is it the food and drink?
Well, it could be. Depends on your attitude.
Sure. We're here mostly for work.
Ah. Then you want the kahuna.
Muna? Or Kahuna?
Kahuna.
Mm.
It hurts my soul a little bit when you talk, because I live in Hawaii. Yeah.
Could be worse. It could have a thick German accent and be a cat.
True. Could be a man wearing a bunny suit who doesn't talk.
You leave Keon alone.
We're actually looking for a specific fisherman as well. He made a work request. Goes by the name Led.
Yes, he's probably. Time of the day is it? You see him turn around. He looks up the sky. Looks around the area for how the houses have shifted. He goes, Well, it's probably on the other side of the island as we speak now. He should be back by tomorrow morning.
Do you know where he normally hangs out when he's not working?
Well, it depends where he docks his ship, but he should be back by morning to dock here.
Oh, so he'll be in the bar then.
Well, close to the bar, yes.
Fair enough.
Though, you might want to not call him Led. You have to call him by his full name, or otherwise he might be mad.
What is his full name?
You'll find out when you meet him.
So we'll make him mad first. Very well.
But tell me, why are you here? Just beside the job.
He put out a work request, and we want money. Or I guess more specifically, put out a work request for clearing out monsters of underwater houses, and we get to keep whatever we find.
Yeah, we also heard something about some weird stuff is going on in this neck of the woods. Well, this neck of the sea, the water.
Well, at least you're not going into the water. So that's a good thing.
I think we plan to eventually. Why should we not?
Well, you'll have to deal with the Leviathan that scourges the waters.
Sounds fun.
It is until he eats you.
This island has been scourged by far too many plagues.
How big are we talking? How big is this Leviathan?
Well, it's enough to take out the buildings. Should it ever cause a problem or be enraged.
Does it do that often?
Luckily enough, no, but we try not to enrage it, let alone piss it off if it ever comes near.
Do you know who we should talk to if we need to see for more work while we wait for lead?
Well, you can ask some of the residents about the places if you're going to spelunk into the houses.
Sure.
Outside of that, we have fish, we have beer, we have fruit.
I want the chef special.
Okay.
I'll have the dish.
Coffee for me. Chef special for him over there.
What's a thing you get when you go to Hawaii?
Over here,
Yeah.
a lot of different things.
What
Do you want like actual like more like Hawaiian food stuff? You could do well, a lot of things, mostly pork and like smoked fish and stuff like that. Actual Hawaiian food.
All right.
You could have, I don't know if they grow plants here, but taro is really big, which turns into poi.
Oh, yeah, poi.
Um, Dessert wise, you could have halpia, which is basically coconut jelly or jello with with sugar, except it's not gelatin. It's like mashed coconut sugar.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, people say Kahlua pork, but that's more like modern.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't used to eat pork all the time. Yeah, a lot of their diet was actually plant-based and like fish.
Well, the-
Coconut, banana.
Well,
Actually, I don't think banana. Banana was introduced. Coconut, definitely.
well, the chef's special would just be blowfish, the safe kind, and not the we're gonna feed you the poison sac parts.
Yep.
Nice.
Unless you're really into that.
The spicy kind.
Yeah, right. Hey,
It's like,
it's a good meal, but you're gonna die.
yeah, you like it when your food fights you. Most of the time it wins, but
Yeah, just don't let it win.
yeah, that's
I
what
had-
magic healing is for.
If I had a resistance to poison, yes.
Yeah, listen, in a magic world, you basically eat whatever you want as long as you have a cleric next to you.
Which you don't have.
I'm a cleric.
You're not a cleric. Clerics heal.
Oh, that's right. I have 2 healing spells. I don't have all my healing spells. Hey, I healed Keizu. Alright, I did that once. I
Yeah.
did my job.
Once. How many times he had the shit beat out of him?
I told
Every
him-
time.
Exactly.
I told him to get up. I told him to get up. That was my work. I'm done. Wipe my hands.
He did get up.
He did. All right. He will hand out food, drinks. You'll see many other patrons go about their day. They're talking about like how on the northern end they've seen various fish folk who pop up during times, seeing them like beating down on the roofs to try and open
Oh,
them.
not again with the fishes.
You see various you hear them talking about how the closer you get to the northern, like straight north part of the town, you start to get close towards the castle of the capital, but no one really goes up there because they are afraid of the Leviathan, and they also avoid the center of the capital because that's where it seems to migrate to over time.
Like towards the statue thing
Mhm.
in the middle. Oh, okay.
You you can, like, when you look over the boat, look into the water, you can see like into the water, and you can see like the sides of the houses. It goes roughly about 60 feet down, uh, 60, 75 feet down from the roof to the ground. Like it at this time, you can see it because of the sun. You can see there is road, algae, and some growth of plants have taken over most of the streets and like the sides of the houses and like various uh, parts of the houses. You can see there are like various fish here that are more uh, exotic because they've never left this part of the island or they can't get out. Along to the bar, you do see some shops here and there are like there are some like over here docked or like up here docked. You can see like people doing trade, like they're like trading in fish for like various materials, or you can see some are trading for materials to fish or to fix something. But you get to enjoy your time eating fish, drinking ale, and just listening to the conversation of the townspeople or capital people. What do you do?
We are just still waiting on lead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does
You get
Sakta want to drink any more blood?
probably not in public.
Yeah, probably not here. Just sprinkle it on my fish as a seasoning.
Oh God. All right. Time does pass as you can see several of the boats kind of go by behind the bar. You see they this ranges from older couples to younger couples to families to several like mixes here and there of the sort. And after about 4 hours of just kind of listening to people, and as the sun starts to go down, you see the other boats. You see the other boat be getting a dock. I could use Coop, but that would be mean. You see a man walk into the bar. He is 6'2". He is not wearing shoes. He is wearing what looks like cloth shorts. You can see he has a tattoo going from his chest, that like the middle of his chest. It goes up around his shoulder, down the back, and then comes up around the ribs. You can see his hair is a bushed mess. It is slicked back, and he is carrying an anchor with him. You can see you can hear and see the people clapping and cheering. You see him holding in his other hand a what looks like a large tuna. And the bartender turns to you and goes, "Well, you wanted to talk to him. Now's your chance." You're also muted.
Very well. I mean, I would probably wait till like he settles down into a seat somewhere, then eventually walk up to him. I don't know what he's doing. He's just here to show off and then leave.
No, I mean you see him like lay the tuna down on one of the tables. Mind you, the only mutation this one has is it's abnormally large, and it's not like it has two heads or two tails or anything. This one is just abnormally large.
Larger than a normal tuna,
Oh yeah,
like seafaring tuna.
like it's fucking like it's big enough to cover this whole table.
Yeah, I know. I mean, is it like yellowfin tuna or like ocean tuna?
Ocean.
Ahi?
Yeah.
'Cause ahi are normally like 500 pounds.
Oh yeah, this thing's
Even
fucking
bigger than that?
huge.
Is it bigger than that?
It would be enough to feed your family for like a couple days
Oh, okay, so
and
like,
and be tired of it.
sure.
A 6 foot long tuna.
I'm never tired of tuna. I eat ahi every day. Listen, people pay a lot for ahi. It's like 20, I think it's $30 a pound of ahi.
Oof.
And a fish like a normal ahi is like 400, 500 pounds. They're huge.
Pretty sure it's like $60 a pound now.
If yeah, not over here, it's cheaper. We get it right from the ocean.
God, I hope so.
Yeah.
Imagine inputting your fish when you go fishing.
Listen. Some hotels do it over here, and we don't tell anybody. You have to go to the fish markets to get fish over here. Otherwise, your fish might be frozen and from Alaska.
Mm. But you see him put the giant fish on one of the tables where no one's sitting. He sits down. You can see the anchor is laid back against one of the rails. What are you doing? Just
I don't see a token, by the way.
yeah, there's nothing there.
Oh, okay. Cool. Eventually, I'll just walk off, I guess.
It's fun. Let me grab a token to fix, and I will.
Yes, Crib 2.
Yes, Crib 2.
My favorite fisherman.
My favorite kahuna. Here.
You know what that means, right?
Is it like chief
No, it's
leader, right?
priest. Kahuna or the priest.
Let's see.
My question
Ah.
is, do they have spam and rice here?
Do they have pink meat?
Yes, they have pink meat and rice here. Everybody has rice. If you don't have rice, holy shit.
True Hawaiian classic.
You have the I think Chiefs were the elite.
I didn't have rice till I was 21 years old.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Dude, fucking chop up some chicken, put some brown sugar in it.
I know I've been missing out on a lot in my entire life. God, I love white rice, sticky rice, fried rice, all of it.
There you go.
It's
It's
for breakfast, lunch, and dinner over here.
right.
Basically what it is. Cheap and it fills you up. And it tastes good.
All right, time to surround the man.
Wait, get him! There he is.
Just throw you in the fucking ocean. All right. Yes, it is just checked from of 10. Enjoy.
Are you led?
Well, if you call me, well, if my father, sure, but otherwise, no. My name is Brick.
Very well. We were informed that you were looking for some people to help you with your work.
Ah, yes, you must be the spelunkers, yes?
Correct.
Well, let's see here. Well, we've got several houses that need fixing.
Do you need
Fixing.
any material to fix the houses?
Well, you see, unfortunately, with the way the city is, we have to seek shelter in some of the houses. So we knock down some walls, and we reinforce the windows walls so that the water pressure doesn't do anything.
Do you typically do it by hand? Or can you use magic?
Well, we do a little bit of both.
I have access to mending, as well as some of the other party members.
Good, good. Fortunately, due to that nature, we run into issue where the merfolk try to hide themselves in the houses and cause a lot of problems.
Do you wish for us to remove them peaceably, or
Unfortunately, forcefully would be the better choice.
has anyone ever tried doing it peaceably?
Well, we do try from time to time, but they end up just throwing spear at us as we get close.
Do we know
Has
what language they speak?
Go ahead.
yeah, has anyone spoken with them?
We've tried several times. We've tried Aquan, we've tried Common, we've tried various other forms, and they just don't really ever reply.
Very well.
We're not really sure what it is, but they seem almost hypnotized.
Mm-hmm.
In what way are you led to the conclusion that they're hypnotized?
kind of like ants and working. They just seem to kind of, whenever they show up or when they're found, it seems like they're trying to get deeper into the houses. Like they're uh, hitting down the floors to get into the lower parts.
You know, if not for the circumstances, I would say this island needs some work ethic like that. But yes, it is concerning.
Which unfortunately leads us to have to repair them, and the people here need homes when it's nighttime or when they need to dock their boats and be safe.
Fair enough. We can help with any, or at least most, confrontations.
Say that again.
We can help with any, or at least most confrontations.
Well, the most we can do, unfortunately, is a lot of the places are gone to time, we'll say. So, the ones we want you to check out are ones we are looking to refurbish
Sure.
for people who continue to have more families and such, and we want to make sure they're safe. Anything you find in there outside of clothing and the such that we could use, or more food or rations, or even more plants that you may find would be appreciated.
Reasonable enough.
Why do you live here? In
What?
this place?
Well,
Why do you live here?
we were born here, we were raised here, and outside of the various fish problems, we don't have to deal with any of the outside influences.
Could
So-
set up wards and leave like they do in the West? No?
Well, no, a lot of the wards are already placed. A lot of the creatures outside can't make it inside. So outside of the merfolk and the various disturbances every now and then, this is probably one of the more peaceful towns on the island, with the least amount of problems.
So let me get the job right. We just gonna go evict some people from some derelict homes, so as y'all can go and do some extreme makeover home edition on these places to make them more livable. Yeah.
Well, no, no one lives in these houses.
And the merfolk.
Well, they don't live in them either. They live in the waters. They just seem to find houses they want to break into and keep digging. We're not sure why. We don't know what's there. But they just keep destroying houses and we need them. And it's
Also, where
and it's pimp my house. God.
where did these fish come from? Because you have walls and there's no ocean access.
Well, we do know there are several holes on the bottom leading to the sewers of the capital. Where those go, we're not exactly sure because we've had no real way to get to them. So we assume they're coming in through there.
Weird.
Mildly, like I said, we don't really want to harm them, but if it's going to come to protecting our people over them, we're going to choose our people.
Yeah, of course. You ain't sent no expeditions to seize what's going on in them sewers, though.
Well, unfortunately, every time we try, we don't have the manpower or time. None of us can really breathe water. can't breathe water.
I don't believe Sakta can breathe water. He can swim very well, but I think Rook might be the only one that doesn't have to breathe.
I reckon just walk along the bottom.
A Warforged could technically walk at the bottom of the ocean. Technically.
I also have mending.
It's true.
So that would work. But like, how swarmed am I gonna get if I go down there?
You don't know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, they don't know where a lot of them are coming from. They don't have an idea. They just know that would be the only possible place that they would be coming from, unless there is, a hatchery somewhere that is birthing them. I think they're born from eggs.
You have a shop for spells, specifically so we could try to get underwater breathing.
Well, we have some shops that could possibly give you the ingredients to breathe underwater. However, I would advise you don't.
The water's bad.
Well, no, the water isn't bad. We've made several attempts to explore the city under the water. It is the fact that you would be at a extreme disadvantage.
Will not need to be in the water to spelunk the houses or
Nope.
repair them.
Nope. You go in
Fair enough.
through the roofs.
Fair enough then.
Now, if you wish to go into the water and explore, I won't stop you. However, it would be at your own risk. If you were to have an accident down there or get in the path of the serpent, it would be hard to save you.
Fair enough.
What I'm saying is you can explore. However, in the event that the serpent were to show up, that is the best way to explain it is you will die.
Certain death.
Yes, that is certain death.
So you live in a city that's slowly sinking, and there are roving monsters, fish people, and a serpent. But it's still safer in here than out there.
Well, it's no different from out there than in here. We just can control where to hide. Out there in the wild, well, you have the woods and maybe some houses.
Could always run, but
We did see things like that giant grouping of beetles.
Mm-hmm.
Could make it hard to hide from them. Because they could just fly.
They also ate people.
Yeah, but there are cannibals out there too.
Don't worry, we'll go back for it one day.
By God, by the end of this campaign, I will get my beetle pet.
Well, you've got a list of houses we are supposed to go to Spelunking.
Well, let's see. We've already explored this side of the capital. The southwest portion would be the best bet. Or south east. Over here.
Oh wow, that's really close actually.
Well, all the way over here.
Oh, I got you now.
Very well. Are you going to be pointing out houses to us to specifically do this to? Or do you want us to just...
Well, honestly, your best bet would be to check all of them and some qualifications would be if you could knock down walls into the other houses, which make bigger ones, would be the better choices without any
Very well.
problems.
Oh, don't worry. We's really good at opening up walls. One of us was able to pull out a bunch of levers and open all of them.
Some explosives, if that helps.
Uh, maybe as a last resort.
Daisy's pretty loud. Probably get that Leviathan fellow really interested.
Very well. Should we just start now then?
Well, be better to show you some of the dangers over the night while you stay, and then in the morning you can.
Fair enough.
Yeah, all right.
But outside of that, we will cook up this tuna. We'll have a good celebration, and then in the morning, send you out.
Very well.
And you can make whatever you want with that tuna.
Fish head soup.
Sakta, during this nighttime, what do you wish to do?
Is the question, do I wish to drink
Yes.
more blood?
Yes.
What were the names of the rest of them again?
Oh, I got you.
Okay. Hit me up.
Okay, you have Ocean's Gift, Skin, Appendages, Nature, Hide, Bite. You said you drank a fifth of Swap, then
Mhm.
put some of your blood in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lily, Blood, Legs, Tail, and personally my favorite, Abomination. I'm just throwing that out there.
I have a feeling that we might all want to drink the Blessing of the Sea to get water breathing.
Unfortunately, it's a one-time use.
I know. Sad days.
Yeah.
I ain't sad.
Personally, I think you should drink either Abomination, or Appendage. Maybe get another Claw Hand, or Hide.
The claw.
He's gonna get a third leg.
Yeah,
It's not even gonna be a claw hand.
or drink Hide, because what is your AC when you activate Blade Song?
Let's see. It goes to 22.
22. I mean, this is wishful thinking, but like, if you were to drink Hide, like, imagine you getting additional AC and being like a wizard tank with like the highest AC of the party. But I mean, you do you.
I mean, my AC's already dummy high.
Yeah.
This is you assuming that Hyde does AC.
Oh
A
yeah,
leather
that's
Yeah.
crab.
wishful
A
thinking.
leather crab.
Hey, that's demon crab puberty for you. You start getting hairy,
Yeah,
hair in
Sokka-
places you don't want it.
Getting hairy.
Sokka sheds his shell and now he's just a real boy.
If I drink them all, I become a human.
He becomes a real boy.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's not how that works. That would be a retirement of a character.
Does Sakta have a tail?
don't think so.
No.
No.
So there's like lobster people. He's more crab person than.
Okay.
He has like too many like limbs that are kind of vestigial at this point, kind of sticking out of his butt.
Also, are you doing this in Rook's vicinity
Oh
while
my
everybody's
god.
sleeping?
You know what? Yeah, I feel like I should drink one just for the fun.
Should.
Yeah.
like right here at the
Um,
table
Yeah, it's right here on the table, guys. I'm gonna do this.
for the lid.
Is there like a restroom nearby?
Uh,
Oh god, he's really our new vampire boy.
Yep.
I'm just gonna tell you, they just kind of piss off the edge. I'll be real.
Yeah, he's gonna go walk up next to the guy at the urinal and drink blood right next to him.
Oh, that's terrible because you walked up to the guy at the urinal when there's fucking like 6 urinals. Fucking have some etiquette, man.
I'll just like mumble that I need to piss, and I'm gonna walk over here and let's do another random one.
Oh my god.
Ah, yeah.
1d11.
I want 11.
God.
You got what you wanted.
It's abomination, I hope.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Lane's voice echoes in your head from the beginning of the session. You turn into a bird person, I'm gonna put you down.
Gonna put you down.
I'm putting you down. Sorry, old yeller.
Oh, this is so great.
Are you sure?
Yeah, what could go wrong?
Madness.
Forced retire.
Yeah.
Madness is only,
You become a
brilliance
bard.
from a different perspective.
You
Man, right.
become a bard.
Man,
Jesus.
the wizard read a book that says that all this stuff slowly makes you like crazy, basically, and he starts chugging.
You
So then I started drinking.
He's like, "Oh, Kool-Aid, nice."
you sip down the blood completely. Everything
Yeah.
feels fine. Feels normal.
Okay.
I will point out that you are not in a actual bathroom. You're just kind of going off
Yep.
the edge at a bar.
Yeah.
Your back cracks.
Would we hear that?
You find that on 2 sides of your back, your shell cracks.
Okay. Uh-huh. Is that it? Just cracks?
Oh no! From it,
Bird things.
from it springs a set of wings.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
They are hollowed for the ability to fly. Any armor you get will have to have back slots. You gain
Well, yeah, go ahead.
you gain 30 feet of flight. But if you are wearing armor, you cannot fly. Or if you're wearing medium or heavy armor, you cannot fly.
I think I just got the most OP thing ever. So
That's something that tieflings can actually get, so
Mhm.
nice.
I'm tempted just to say give Skag
Wow.
one, see what happens.
Oh, if Skag had that,
Double wings?
Skag can
Oh.
fly, can he?
Not yet.
not
but
yet.
Level 5.
Oh my god. I'm definitely keeping it for.
Would we have like heard literally the back cracking?
Uh-huh. Because you heard a shell crack.
Okay,
I assume you have a shell on your back.
Yeah, I'm all shell.
Okay.
At that
So now
point,
there's
I'd
just-
probably like be watching more intently. Like, okay,
you
that's not right.
hear the sound of a shell crack. And by the way, it's a barge. There's not many people here. And he's just pissing off the side of the barge. You can turn around and see he has wings.
I mean, would I see the file in his hands?
Give you a perception checking.
Sure.
and roll a sleight of hand.
Jeez.
Oh.
Shit.
You guys hear the crack. You turn. You see the wings. You see in his in his claw a vial.
His hand in the cookie jar.
Mm-hmm.
Alchemist backpack. Pull out the
It's
fucking.
up to my lips. I'm like, I was having a shot of alcohol.
Lane looks extremely disappointed.
I think this is what becoming a man is for our people.
Has a hand in a cookie jar. Is like, she did it.
I'm a man now.
What do the
So
wings
that's
look
where
like, by
those
the way?
eyes come from, huh?
From where?
Does he have like beetle wings now, or does he have like?
The wings can be the wings can be whatever he wants to describe them as, but they are hollowed, similar to like a bat or something that is very light. So, however you want to describe them.
Yeah, I describe them as like leathery, almost bat-like wings for sure.
Okay.
This weird purple color though.
But you see behind him, the wings are sprouted out. You see his shell is cracked, and you can see pieces of it on the ground.
Are you the one that said that those cause madness, or at least increased aggression?
Uh, maybe, but that was like when you heal your wounds though. This is probably different, I think.
Totally different.
Probably.
You wizards and your morbid curiosity. He'll walk forward and can I like take a look and figure out if this like is some sort of curse or is that like actually just some sort of transformation or something? Because I saw him drink the blood. I don't think it's good.
All right, give me um, give me a nature.
Oh, I don't
Do
think I'm
one-
good at that, so let me
Can I
try
do one
this.
too?
It's not survival. It'd be nature to see what it is.
Can I do one too?
It's
Yeah.
above average.
Hmm?
Oh jeez.
Wow. I mean, they just look like wings. They don't feel like they're uh bad in nature. They're not giving off any bad vibes. They're not like screaming, "Oh God, evil." They're just wings.
And you feel fine.
Do I feel fine?
Eh,
DM?
eh. You just have some back pain because you just cracked your shell.
Well, aside from this backache I have, it's fine.
Scurry grabs a piece of shell.
Hey, that's mine.
I would caution you on drinking any more of that.
You should be
As
more careful playing with powers you don't understand.
that, and also it seems that you may have gotten lucky with what you're currently got going on. But Alma is a good example of what can happen if too many of them mix together.
I mean, we don't know that's what drove her to be crazy.
You're a smart man.
This man's addicted.
You can put the pieces together.
Ah, this is all too concerning. The blood, hand them over. I will take care of them.
I'm not going to get involved with that. If he wants to drink
What
the
do
whole case, whatever.
What do you mean by take care of?
What's he
This
doing?
is, this is very
Do
valuable
you
blood.
do you really think you're in a good place to handle such dangerous substances?
Monte, what's Rook doing?
He's grabbing a random vial.
Oh God, give me a 1d10.
Do I? Can I stop
Wait, is he
that at all?
drinking it?
He's just grabbing one.
Do I get to stop that?
Well, you're currently trying to grab the bag between the two of you.
Yeah.
Okay. You watch as Rook gobbles down one of the tubes.
Does Rook drink it, or does
Yeah.
Skag just
Or
take it?
Skag, yeah, Skag.
Or does Skag drink it?
Skag just takes it. Because I'm pretty sure these will not work on Warforged.
Nah.
Now hand him over. I will make sure that no one will drink this vile blood. Oh God.
You watch as Skag's hide seems to is Skag already scaly?
Yeah.
You see the scales on Skag's body seem to dense it. Or get thicker, more hardy.
Okay.
And it goes all over his body, from his bones on his wings for 5, over his head, over his body. You, Skag, will now start combat with 2 AC and 10 hit points. When the temp HP depletes to 0, you will lose this.
Ah. Okay, so plus
How does
2
that work
AC.
with my temp AC or my temp HP? Is it like a separate pool, or like if I up his temp HP, does he just keep the 2 AC?
So in the case of this, you would have to beat a 10.
What do you mean? Like the damage would have to beat 10?
So your temp HP would have to beat the 10 temp HP he already gets.
Oh, okay. So I mean, like, what if he took damage middle of the round and then I re-up his temp HP?
No.
Can I do that or no?
In this case, this would overlap because it's coming from him first, or it would take precedent over yours.
Okay.
So
I have to wait till it goes away.
yeah, once it's gone, yours can apply, but because it's coming from him, it takes precedent.
Got it.
Skag,
He's very proud of himself.
Skag feels fine.
Yeah. He's doing the equivalent of flexing, but for a dragon.
How? I will hand these over if you promise not to destroy them. Because they could be valuable.
Yes.
If they turn out to be useful,
if,
sure.
If Scat could
But
sleight of
if
hand
they are
check-
evil artifacts, I make no such promises.
How about we give them to someone else to hold?
Like Kizu.
I'm willing
I'm
to
going
hold
to
them as
look
well.
at Lane.
I'm willing to hold them as well.
Now you also don't destroy these. They
I'm well
seem
aware of
very
their value.
useful. Okay. Here you go. And I kind of like hold on a bit too long. So I'm handing them over.
If you wish to drink more, I will not stop you. Though I do caution you.
The player has a maximum of 3 they can have.
Let's see what happens after this.
If you feel any different, we will have to find a way to fix you.
Yes, probably.
Not probably. Please
Well,
feel
what if-
free to tell me how you feel later.
What if I feel really good?
This is fine.
It'd be really good. This is the high I get from taking this weed, man.
Yeah.
If after a day or so, you do not have any symptoms of increased aggression, like the notebook said, I suppose it would be fine. Though again, I would caution you. We've seen the effects of what multiple mutations have on person.
Okay.
It may
Well-
not just be your wings and odd eyes. Could also be your brain or your
That
heart
would be
or any
useful.
other vitable. No.
Maybe I could learn more spells.
Or you could lose your intellect. We've seen
Yeah.
it already with the giant rat men in the other town.
You have a
They
point.
were mostly unable to speak.
Hmm.
Again, I
By
won't
the
stop
light,
you.
I am surrounded by mutants. Hot-headed addicts.
I just stare at Diedrich. I have not done anything of the sort.
Well, except for you. And you'd better not do anything to them.
Or what?
Or we shall have consequences.
I
Do
thought
you
Lane
believe
pulled
the
the
nature
lever.
of these mutations are
I
evil?
thought Lane pulled the lever.
Do you believe the nature of these mutations are evil?
What good can come out of these violent mutations? You have seen what they've done to the alchemist.
You,
Yeah.
you see Brick like, I don't know, Bruda. This motherfucker can fly.
I mean, I have seen what mutations can do to a person, which is why I am also wary of Sakta doing more. But I'm assuming they also have some purpose, as they're seen in the first town. Again, I'm against taking these without more information. I guess Sakta volunteered himself, though.
I am at least pleased to see that someone is on the same side of the issue with me. It is a miracle that nothing bad has happened
Yet.
I agree.
yet.
And then, as you have this conversation, you see Lane turn around and gulp one down.
No. That's just getting put in my bag in the lockbox next to the tea. It's going nowhere.
Shame one of them vials don't say hair.
Look back to Letty. Sorry about that. I believe we're ready to start work, though.
All right.
After that.
He goes, "Well, aren't you a rowdy crew? Uh, we'll spend the rest of the night going over the protocols and what you need to do, and in the morning we'll send you out."
Fair enough.
Sounds good.
And he looks at you and goes, "And it's brick lead train."
I didn't say it led to him. That was out of character.
You said Letty.
I know. I said that just out of character though. I
Is it
didn't say
not
that
Jet?
plain.
No, it's not jet. It's brick lead train.
Just making sure.
Big anchor guy, fisherman.
Fisherman?
Fisherman.
Fisher man.
John Fisherman?
But with that, that's where we'll end today.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you for the session.
Yeah, thank you.
Ooh, thank you for running.
Thank you. Honestly surprised nothing bad has happened to us yet.
Yet.
Keep
Never
trying to get
punished.
madness.
There,
It doesn't work.
there is nothing bad on this list. Well,
You say
Except
that.
for Lily. Except for Lily, that one's pure madness.
no, it's just your definition of what you don't want.
I kind of want Kizu to drink the appendage so he can maybe get a third arm. Just like,
He's gonna get another offshoot of his hair.
Think about that. You could have 4 bats at once.
He,
Not
he,
four,
he,
sorry,
he
3.
doesn't need a bat anymore.
That's true.
He's got a big quarter staff that counts as a bracelet.
Oh, no. Go look what it does.
Just
Yeah.
want you to know that quarterstaff has a bat on the end of it now.
He tied it to it.
Just stuck right on there.
So do you have a bat hanging from your wrist?
Yep. This
It's-
never leaves my side.
It's a
Held on
keychain.
held on by a piece of rope.
That's really cool. Quarterstaff.
It is.
Also, there isn't a special rule for Tomfas, right?
They are 1d 4s. And you gain an AC if you wield 2 of them.
And for this purpose, they are too.
Yes.
Aight.
that's
Noted.
so cool. What
I
would
think
your
they're
AC
1d4.
be?
17.
I think that's how Verum was, right? If you had 2 Tonfas,
Yeah.
you got +2 AC.
Yep.
That's cool. And you can treat them as monk weapons.
Mm.
So,
Alright.
because I have natural armor, it doesn't. I still
Natural
keep
armor's
that
different than,
along with the wings, right? Like,
As long as you're not wearing medium or heavy armor, you can fly.
okay, that's insane. All right.
Just like if you gave a barbarian wings, they can fly because they are not wearing armor, or a monk is not wearing armor.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, have a wonderful night, you all.
yeah, later, guys.
Oh, yeah.
See you next week.
Later.
Later.
Adios.
Uh, thank you for watching. Have a good night. Have a good evening. Have a good morning wherever you are. Sometime this week we will try and stream more things for maybe have a creation stream for one of the 2 games after this game ends in a couple weeks. And we'll see about other games. Otherwise, have a good night and be excellent.